Many people in this neighborhood were told that they were not in a flood zone, so a lot of them went without flood insurance and now face tens of thousands of dollars in damages. But we spoke with an insurance expert who says if you live anywhere in this state, you need it.
The water didn't seem it was going to stop, and it was just, growing inch by inch.
Dr. Daniel Mionbet lives in Laurel Meadows, a neighborhood devastated by floodwaters. Every single home was filled with feet of water. He walked us through his home. Now the water is gone and the impacts are evident.
We're basically going to start cutting pretty much a horizontal line across the entire house.
He says not only will this take months or years to recover from, it's a huge financial burden.
I think about 90 to 95% of the community has no flood insurance, at least from what we were able to gather from all the neighbors. And obviously, this is not a $10,000, $20,000 cleanup, especially nowadays with inflation. They tell us, hey, you don't have to worry about flood insurance because guess what? You're in a 500-year, 0.2% flood area. And now I have to do it because I should have.
We spoke with the former insurance commissioner about all the Floridians who are now on the hook for these repair costs.
This is a cold, hard reality. The time to find out that you don't have flood insurance is not after the storm. And property insurance policies clearly label across the front of their policy, this policy does not cover flood. And so my advice is that if your driver's license says Florida, you live in a flood zone.
We're just doing what we can to just save as much money because this is not cheap, and apparently, even flood insurance is telling some people like, oh, we're only going to be able to help you out X amount. And this is not that X amount damage.
Daniel says he may pay for insurance now, but it's money they don't have.
It's something that now I actually need to consider, which is, again, more money wasted. And, it increases the cost of living in this city. I'm exhausted, and this is just the beginning.
Now, as we know, Debby was the first storm of many that scientists predict will come to Florida this season, including worse hurricanes. So that insurance expert says call your agent tomorrow. If you do live in a low flood zone, it might be cheaper.